Very much. Thank you very much, Meet Africa. Thank you very much to all the participants. Thank you very much for having us in this really high quality webinar. The mobilization of skills and competences for the diaspora has to foster our diaspora to contribute more and more to the financial economical development of the Ivory Coast. Through our approaches and actions, we try to accompany, to foster the diaspora and all its activities in terms of investment, in terms of actions. All of this are inscribed for the promotion of the sustainable development. So we pay a lot of attention in abiding by the environmental policies and sanitary development policies. So all the actions that we support, especially in partnership with Meet Africa, throughout all the projects, we pay a lot of attention to the respect of environmental policies and rules, and all our actions are aimed to develop whilst abiding by the health and environmental rules. Also, we also want to mobilize the skill and competences through the diaspora. This is really important to facilitate our job on the one hand, but also to foster the return on investment on the diaspora. We implemented an interactive tool for the mobilization and the transfer of competences and skill. This tool allows our diaspora to be to have a link to all the opportunities that the Ivory Coast can offer. This allows the diaspora to be in touch with the reality of the environment in Ivory Coast. The second tool we have implemented is the National Committee for consultation on the mobilization of the competences and skills for the diaspora. This is a tool allowing all the national community to have an inclusive assessment on the strategies to be mobilized. This has been acted through a ministry approval, putting together the civil society, the public and private sector, and having them think all together on the best strategy in order to mobilize and valorize skills and competences. For the economical and financial investment, we have implemented, and there will be a decree approved shortly, to create a mechanism to foster the investment from the diaspora. This is called MAXE, this mechanism. This will take into account the bank sector, private sector. It will mobilize the Fund for Solidarity in Africa to invite diaspora stakeholders to invest in Ivory Coast, showing them that we do all we can to support them and to facilitate their installation and the inception of diaspora companies in Ivory Coast. This is but an overview of all the approaches and mechanisms that we have implemented And on the major topics that we want to invite the diaspora to tap into, for instance, agri-food industry, services, whether Meet Africa, we are, for instance, having projects for the recycling of waste, which is an industry that is really dynamic in Ivory Coast. We are working on tourism as well, which is another important sector in Ivory Coast. So we try to implement several mechanisms on an institutional level to foster and support diaspora investors and entrepreneurs. That is what I wanted to say. And also, once again, all our actions are aimed to go towards the strategic plan for Ivory Coast 2021-2025 to contribute to the development of the country, all the while supporting sustainable development, abiding by the environmental rules, and of course the health rules that are really important. This is quite briefly what I wanted to say, and all the actions that we are engaging into for that.